This year, Erev Tisha B'Av falls out on Shabbat. Tisha B'Av, Sunday. Motzei Shabbat until Sunday night. This fact, it changes something, because we know that actually Tisha B'Av starts the day before Tisha B'Av. And that on most years, when the day before Tisha B'Av is a weekday, then we have a Seuda HaMafseket. We have a final meal that commemorates the beginning of the fast. And that final meal is eaten before the setting of the sun on the day before Tisha B'Av. That's called Seuda HaMafseket. We eat special food that's associated with mourning, a piece of egg, and we don't bench in unison. We don't join with each other for a communal kind of meal before Tisha B'Av, but we are already in Avelut. We're already mourning, even though we're eating, but we're actually mourning. Now on Shabbat, there is a problem. And the Shulchan Aruch says, Taf Kluf Nun Bet, the Shulchan Aruch says, Im Chal Tisha B'Av B'Echad B'Shabbat. If Tisha B'Av falls out on Sunday, Ochel Basar V'Shotei Yayin B'Seuda HaMafseket. Seuda HaMafseket then becomes Seuda Shlishit, the last meal of Shabbat. And since we've accepted that it's obligatory to eat 3 meals on Shabbat, so the Seuda HaMafseket and Seuda Shlishit are the same Seuda. And so the Shulchan Aruch says it's possible, if it's your custom, to drink wine on the Seuda HaShlishit, on the third meal, then do so by all means. If you eat meat, generally, Seuda Shlishit, then do that as well. Uma'aleh shulchano afilu keseudat Shlomo be'eit malchuto. That's what the Gemara says. And your table can be set as though it was the table of King Solomon when he was king of Israel. The Mishnah Berurah at Asur limnoa mimenu. He says you have to eat the meat that you're accustomed to eat, even though there's no specific obligation to eat meat on Shabbat. Nevertheless, if that is your custom, if that's what you do, then that's what Shabbat is. And you have to eat meat at Seuda Shlishit just as you are accustomed to do each week of the year. Then the Mishnah Berurah goes on and says that B'chol Zot, in spite of what the Shulchan Aruch says, it's impossible not to consider the fact that Tisha B'Av is coming up, so that you wouldn't go out of your way to do things that ordinarily make you happy. But on the outside of it, it's really Shabbat. On the other hand, it's important to remember that eating has to cease at Shkia. Shkia is a well-known time, right? Everybody should know when the sun sets. All of the Jewish calendars, many of the Jewish calendars that are given out or that you get in stores, all indicate exactly when Shkiat HaChama in your neighborhood is. So that you have to finish eating Shkiat HaChama, just as you would finish eating at Shkiat HaChama if Erev Tisha B'Av was a weekday. So you finish eating before Shkia, and then you say Birkat Hamazon, and then if there's a Mezuman, if there are 3 people there, you could bench together, because after all, it's Shabbat, and then you are kind of prepared for the fast, which actually begins after you say Birkat Hamazon.